Hello, so I'm going to be making a video on this 1989 Bayliner Capri. We ran into a problem the other day when we were on the lake. When we put the boat in reverse, like I'm going to do now, and you come back to the prop, it's not fully engaging in reverse. It should be locked right now, and you can hear that clicking. But when we put it in gear to go forward, like I do now, it works fine. So that's locked now. So we're in gear. So we're going to be diving into this and figuring out why it's not going into reverse but only forward. I'm going to start off by showing you guys this right here. Whenever I put it in reverse, that's in gear for reverse, and it's not engaging down low in the lower unit unless I come over here and give it a little more. Come back here, and now it's in reverse. It's locked. So, with that being said, we're gonna have to do some kind of adjustment with this. There are a couple things you can adjust. I've never had to deal with this before, so I'm gonna show you as I go along with it and see if we can't figure this out. Okay guys, so just to show you what I'm doing, this, if you remember what this just looked like a second ago, this was attached on that side, this was attached on that side. Red on this side, black on this side. This side with the red is coming up front by the steering from the shifter. And this one is what's actually shifting the motor into forward and reverse. So as you saw in the beginning, the only way I could get it to go in reverse is if I assisted it by pushing it. Because whenever you use the shifter up front, it wasn't long enough to fully engage it into reverse. So what I'm going to try and do is there's these adjustments by rotating, as you can see right there and back in there on this side. So I'm going to shorten this one and extend this one just by rotating both of them, so that way we start closer to being in reverse without actually shortening the shifting cable. So I know it's kind of hard and weird for me to explain, but I'll just kind of show you. Alright, so I got it all put back together. I adjusted these a little bit. What I mainly ended up adjusting was this right here. If you adjust that, you might not have to spin these at all. So maybe just try loosening that and moving it either direction to see which way works best for you. But I'll show you how it's working. So I just tested it out and it works. So before you mess with anything, I recommend first just trying to adjust this. As you can see, it's, if you loosen it, it'll slide either way. So it wouldn't surprise me if that just comes loose and needs a little bit of adjusting, or if your cable stretches a little bit. I imagine that's why you can adjust it so easily. So when I put it in reverse gear, the prop locks to show that it's in gear. I'll show you all that now. So I have it in reverse. And climb down here. So if you remember before, whenever I put it in reverse, the prop would freely spin. But now that we adjusted it, it's locked. So that shows us without even starting it up or putting it in the water that we're in gear. Like I said before, what was happening is when I was on the water, I tried to put the boat in reverse and it would die. And the reason it probably died is the adjustment was messed up. And on these older boats, I don't know if you can see this. Where is it at? Let's see. There you go. This back here is a kill switch. So as you're putting it into drive or reverse, it bumps this little kill switch to briefly kill the motor for a second. There it is, you can see that. And I believe they say that's just to prevent any damages on the motor as you're shifting into gear. But yeah, so it was stopping when this kill switch was being bumped like this. You hear that clicking? It was dying, or it would, when I put it in reverse gear, that was its final resting position in the kill switch position. So when I put it in reverse, it was just killing the motor. When in reality, it should just bump it for a second and then go into reverse. But it was not a major problem, like I said. That's all it was. So hope I helped you guys out. All right, so now that we got it fixed, it's time to test it. So we're gonna head down to the lake real quick. It's just a couple minute drive, so I figured I might as well take the boat down there and go test it out. Make sure I told y'all how to fix this thing right. Gotta bring some tools with us just in case if we break something or if it needs a little more adjustment. But got it hooked up to the old Maverick, so we're gonna head down to the water. Alright guys, so we're out here at the water. Sorry if it's a little windy. I know it's probably super windy actually, but I'm about to crank this thing up and see if it goes in reverse for us. Okay. Alright, so we got it started. And let's try and throw it in reverse. I hope you guys can hear me. Let's make sure it don't die on us. Oh, yep. Okay. We just went into reverse and it did not die, so that is successful.